Attention, attention, attention. This is the TownNet A of the day. I am your net controller, Tingette number 9, Yankee Uniform Echo, Echo, Echo. If you're around and would like to check in, please come in with your call sign phonetically. Reminder to all that the net is being recorded for training purposes. You may begin.
Ticket number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
Zenyatta number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Keep it going, keep it going. Check in, check in. Check in, check in, check in, check in.
Chinook number 2, Kilo Alpha India.
More check in. More check in. This is the official call out for TownNet A. If you are around and would like to check in, please come in with your call sign, call sign, call sign, call sign, call sign. Come in with your call sign.
Ticket number 2, Delta November Golf.
One last call for check in. One last call for check in. Okay, let's begin. Uh, Little update. Right here, the guys have came and took away all the blowers and dehumidifiers, all the crappy, crazy machines. Finally, it's not like an airport here or airplane with all the engine sounds. It's crazy. It was not just our unit, but the above and below and a few units on the same line all affected and they're all being blown. So imagine those wind going through between the walls, vibrating 24/7. Wow, that's crazy. So finally, they're gone. And I have did some tidy up and also a cleansing. But this cleansing is a little bit different. You see, it was like very windy, right? So it's like nonstop blowing. So it's windy here. We need to use something opposite of the wind. Wind is categorized as thunder in the Bagua. So we use the opposite. Um, so, oh, sorry, wind opposite is thunder, which is sound. So we use sound as a medium to do the cleansing. We took the instrument that is called a law. It looks like a big golden disc, and we used that as the tool and did a jing day all around and shake up the chi. So that got everything back to normal at least, and yeah, so that was quite something. If we didn't clean up the chi like that, then there will be like a turbulence in D6, and that is not good. The turbulence in D6 can lead to your own chi being blown away or being like shouted away because it was windy here. So in D6, it was like a sound, and the sound in D6 is going to like kind of repel your own good chi coming in. So if you have like constructions or things that is like that, you don't want to go near that spot, right? Because it's so loud. Now it's loud in D6 because D8 is wind. So your own gods don't want to come down. Your own chi don't want to come down. Okay, so you have to cleanse and neutralize that sat, and then the chi will flow again. Anyway, so let's move around the table to see how you guys are doing, any updates, and most importantly, how's the div going? Did you learn something new? Let's go. Tier number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha. Hey,
Ticket number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha. Um, I have a couple quotes coming in. It was a div. We did a div this morning, and it came. The morning forecast was really good, and I am learning to trust myself with this and just know that it's okay. It's going to come about. And so to think about the div and how it's applying thus far, and I am being a lot more chill and not trying to make things happen. So the first person came to take a look at this, and based on his analysis, it looks like it's a good quote and time to reevaluate. So I have a few more coming in, and then I'll. I don't want to div until I get all the quotes in and then decide who I'm going to go with. So it's hard for me now because now I'm curious. I want to know. I want to know now. But I talked yesterday that you shouldn't do it too early, otherwise it throws it off. And then, or if you take, unless it is that we can take a picture and it will retain the luck. But it seems like it's better, at least in this circumstance, to wait until I have more information so that my God can make a good decision for me. So that's what I'm learning, is to how to ask the question better, and then also to take my time to think more about what is the result that I want to have come about. So Tinyet number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha, back to you.
oh yes, being patient and holding it in before you release and make decision and stuff is really important. Yesterday night I talked about the div should not be done twice on the same thing. Okay, it's the same thing, not like different. Like if you want to div about the quotes or whatever, right? It's not the same thing. So you don't div about the same thing twice. But if it's like I got two quotes and I want to know about them, that's like another thing. So that's not repeating the div. But it's like, okay, I want to do a forecast for the morning, and I did it, and then I want to do it again. That is a double div. Okay, when you do a double div, the luck will change, and the first luck that was there often like it's gone because you shot the bullet, right? It's gone. So yeah, it is important to sometimes be more like sure about your own div and be more determined. That is, it will come with experience. Let's move on. Tier number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Senior number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. Good day, Sergeant Gijan. Great to the seniors and the juniors. And the div itself is I'm slowly becoming better at it. The more practice I get, the more things that I incorporated within my life, I am slowly but surely developing more of a stronger line of communication with hearing what the God wants to tell me. It was just amazing today to see how Sergeant could just get so much more depth of information, and I'm excited to reach there one day. Hopefully not too soon. I'll definitely need a lot more time, but definitely excited to get there where I could get a lot more information coming in from the dev. And you spoke about that diving twice. Uh, Hopefully this is not a dumb question, Sergeant. Most likely it will be. But let's say, like for my example yesterday, when I was diving about using the tools to clean other things that I got, and I got a yum, and then I asked if I should have just cleaned using my hand instead of the tools, because I was trying to be open to hear where the code is trying to direct me. Um, would that be considered diving twice? Because even though the topic was should I use the brush and the no, sorry, should I use the spray and the bell and the fish to clean, and I got a yum, which is no. Well, not necessarily no. I got a yum. I felt like I should have asked, should I just use another method of cleaning, and I got a sing for that. Would you say that is diving twice, or that falls under that category? Back to you. Tenny at number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
That is not living twice. Okay. You can think of it like human and human talking. Okay. So if you're talking to someone and like you ask me or I ask you, uh, Chung, did you start cooking the rice? And then you said yes, right? And then I ask you again, so did you cook the rice? Right? That's annoying. Okay. So that is called a double div. Uh, but if you're asking like what you just said, that's not a double div. Okay. Usually a double div is because of uh, not faithful, self doubt, uncertain, and that's why it failed. Um, so yeah, it is very important to know, like you treat the God like a person, so there's no need to ask twice. The God already answered you something. You don't ask again for the same thing, right? The answer was given. You don't need to ask again like it was not given. Okay, that's what I mean. So don't have to be too scared about that. Yeah, let's move on. Teacher number 2, Kilo Alpha India.
Chinet number 2, Kilo Alpha India. Let me treat everybody and then let inside John Kijang. Protective. I'm still using the 2 coins at this moment in the morning, but I don't have 3. I've seen the card. I favor those cards. I'm still looking for those cards, and then I will take it from there. I wish to use some cards. Um, Surround me. My health condition. I just want to discuss my. I don't know if my tooth is paining and I have some a little bit of headache on it. It's paining and and I'm experiencing some headache at the same time. It's not getting better. It's distracting. Uh, and the other issue about my wife issue, I don't think the gods are gonna have patience with me and my wife not being initiated or believing it same way I do because I keep on having some dreams. Those dreams are concerning. They're gonna make me restless the way I see it because I mean maybe I don't know. I don't know what is it's concerning. I can just say it's really concerning. I can't rest. I have to find a solution on that side. Um, And what else? Yeah, that's it. For this moment, I'm just gonna think about the other issues surrounding me. I think at number 2, Kilo Alpha India. Back to you.
Okay. The tooth pain can actually lead to headaches. They are related. So if that is a D8 issue, you should actually find some doctor to look at it and see what happened. Maybe the dentist can spot something. On the other side, your wife issue. Well, I said already online, but it's like what I told Wing. Going forward, do you still want to deal with this kind of issue, right? It's time to make some decision, or else it will just be the same shit, and you already know that the same shit is there. It just you keep dragging it on, it won't change. So yeah, it's a now or later issue, but the issue is still there. It's the same thing. It was there all along. Just that you were kind of trying to, brush it off before and don't deal with it, and now is kind of late. So anyway, to your number 2, Delta November Golf.
Uh, yeah, Chachwan. Greeting everyone in the net and Chiajan Gijang. Yeah. I kind of make a mistake earlier when I did mistake. Actually, when I think I'm still sleepy, so I just write. I don't realize that I write 7 line, but it's actually yang, and yam, yang, and yang. Yeah. So yeah, and we 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 contacted the agent, the one last time you said that's the good, but the owner talked to the agent, told the agent that they said they changed their mind, they don't want to sell right now. So yeah, we kind of like now meeting the agent for another location. Yeah. Uh, I will update that. We will send the picture and the front picture and the video on the room later on. Yeah, but uh, on the diff, maybe I can learn more about the Bakewell. That one is I think you said last time is for the troop, right? And then also there's a example like a 5 room, like a mail, like a Amazon deliver like that. So where's the troop at, and then where's is this already the troop is already moving, and all the troop is already ready to go or executing the order, something like that. So yeah, we are right now in the middle of the uh, meeting with the agent. This is probably my last round, so we are gonna meeting there and then talk about the space. Back to you, net controller. Team yet number 2, Delta November Golf.
Okay, no rush about the div tool, because like only you and Lay has the PyGo so far. Still waiting for more people to have it, and then I'll start teaching about that. Yeah, that is about the troop status. The store that you said, like we said, was good, and then now it's like they don't want to sell, right? Or they don't want to rent. Well, good stuff is like that. Probably is like, oh yeah, they figured out that is a good thing to keep, or maybe they want to do something else with it. Well, it's okay. When you have new choices, you can dip again. Okay, let's see if anyone else want to check in. Anyone else want to check in? Anyone want to check in? Check in. Okay. Uh, we'll begin the next round. So, going back to your daily div. Um, so first of all, you all started off like, okay, let me get to the sixth line, right? Like it's almost like a no-brainer. I just want a sixth line, right? Uh, but you know what? You don't always have to go with the sixth line first. Why don't you go like, first of all, before I begin, usually I would like to know what the God really want to say. And we human are very like biased in a way. Like I want to hear good stuff. If the God's gonna tell me someone is coming after me with a lawsuit or someone is gonna rob me today, I won't even want to hear it, and I won't expect it. And even if the idea came, I'm not going to like it, and I'm not going to want to hear it. And eventually, I kind of brush it off, right? It is very hard to say, "Oh yeah, the God is saying like I will hurt myself or something," and then I accept that answer, right? Usually, you want to brush it off. So the God will not like tell you things like that because it's not easy to just hear that, right? And also the God don't deal with the D8 issue anyway. So the God cannot know like, oh, there will be someone, coming after you with a gun. The God cannot know that. But the God can tell you like something good or something bad first, right? And then you can look into the sixth line and see what's good and what's bad, right? So, okay, let's say before you do your sixth line, right? You can do like a div cup kind of div, okay, with a div cup kind of div, and you can drop three div with like the yum yang sing combination, and you mark it down, okay? So let's say we have a yang. Wait a minute. Okay, we have a yang, yum, and a yum. Okay, yang, yum, yum. So yesterday we talked about the first one is time. Yang, it's about like the future. Okay, so yang, yum, yum, about the future. And second is the location. Yum is something in D6. And then last one is good, bad, or ordinary. So it's something bad. Okay. Now we have a broad idea. We're talking about the future in D6, something bad. Now you look at the sixth line. You will have more idea of what the God is trying to say because now you're focusing on like the God is giving you direction, is talking about later a possibility of something bad might happen in D6, right? Or something not good about your mental state. It could be your soul, it could be ye attack, it could be whatever, right? Now I look at the sixth line and I interpret that will give me a more clear insight of how to look at the sixth line instead of like, oh, it's just a spiritual forecast, right? It tells you a little bit more. It points you to the right direction before you actually get started. So if you're using the cards, you can pull out like one pair of card for the result, and then to repeat that like two more times. Then you have six card. Now you have your Yum Yang Sing combination, right? So that will become the three sets on top, and then you have the six. Now you have more idea of what to do, what to look for. Tinyet number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha. Tinyet number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
Tingit number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha. I was fascinated for a second there. The D6. So I was thinking about how it sounds like the D6 is on. If something happens in the D6, it's on the way because they can't see into D8. They don't see what we see. So if I understand it correctly, the first thing is time, the second card is location, and the third is good, bad, or ordinary. So this is giving us the direction from D6. It hasn't yet hit D8. So are those parameters the same? Time, location, good, bad, and ordinary, are those the same for D8 as well? Tingit number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
I'm not sure what you're saying, but first of all, you're talking about D8, right? So if this div is talking about D8, then it will, like, the second div will be a positive. Then it's talking about something bad in D8, right? So D6 is the post heaven negative. It's like your thinking, thoughts, the mental state of things. The D8 is the physical action, things you can see when you open your eyes. Like, for example, someone will be cursing you. That's a D6 things, right? It's like in their mind. Or someone will hit you with a bat. Or that's a D8 thing. It's visible. It's like physical damage. Or you go to work and you're gonna like feel very drained by someone, right? That's a D6. You feel inside. But if it's like you go to work and you get fired, that's a D8 issue. D8 is physical. You get a letter, right? So you get that. Back to you.
Yes, I think I get it now. Um, I'm just thinking of the different. I think I went back and thought about those divs that I've done in the before, but yes, I think I get it. I get it a little bit better now. Tingit number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
Okay, and remember for the second div, the second result, the location, if it is D6 or D8, so that will be positive, negative. If that is like D6 or D8, it means that something already happened because it's a post heaven, right? So it's like in progress already. But if it is like a pre heaven, which is D1, it means that that thing might come, but it might not. So it didn't happen yet if it's a D1, right? So it's a possibility, but it could be dissolved. But if it's D6 or D8, it's like that thing is already on the way. It's not changeable. It's like it manifesting already. Okay. Team number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Teammate number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. Um, I'm trying to follow the instructions, Sajan. So basically, when we're diving, let's say if I want to div, if I should go and do grocery shopping today, I pick my 6 cards, I pick my elements. Then once I have the 6 cards in front of me, I pick two to confirm whether the message I get is right or wrong. And then I could further pick 3 other pairs to get the either yum, yang, or sing, like how I'm diving with the div cup, if that is correct. Uh, could you tell me if what I just said is correct? Back to you. Tenure number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
No, that's wrong. 100% wrong. You get it totally wrong. So, first of all, you said, should I go grocery shopping? Well, who knows, right? It's up to you. But I'm talking about if you're like doing the daily forecast, like what they are usually doing, right? If you want to know how, like, okay, I want the God to give me a general idea. Like, I'm not setting anything. I want the God to give me a general guidance for the day. It's like if you're gonna give me a tip for today, what are you gonna say? Like if you want to give me one guidance that is very important, right? What should I be looking out for? So first, before you even div the sixth line, I said, okay, before you even div the 6th line. You want the God to give you like a general direction. So what you do is you pick 2 card, 2 card, and 2 card. So you have 6 card, right? But it's in 3 pairs, and you read them like a div cup. Okay, so the Yum Yang Sing, right? Now you have the first is the sky element, which is the timing. Second is the location, and third is good, bad, or ordinary. So now you have this, and then you get like a certain idea, like, oh, okay, so the God want to tell me something that is related to my future or something related to my past, and then it's a D6 element, and then it's a bad thing. Okay, now I do 6 line. Then when you look at that, you know what to look for because your 6 line now has like a direction on top. There you go. Back to you.
Yes, Ajahn, that makes sense. So it's basically we're diving before we receive the message with the 6 cards and well actually the 7 cards because one would be the element. So like you said, the Yum Yang Sing would be time, location, good or bad. How do we read that? Because I'm assuming we would need to read that as a guidance of how to receive or understand the message from the 6 cards. Back to you.
You missed that lesson. Maybe oh yeah, you wasn't here on net B. I taught that on net B. Okay, so let me repeat. Okay, so you have 3 pair of cards, right? And you have Yum Yang Sing. Okay, so the first thing, timing. Okay, first set is timing. So timing is if you have a sing, that is what now, like right now. Okay, it's happening. It's right now. Something in the present. If it is a yum, it's for something about the past. Yang is something about the future. Okay. Next is the ground element. Okay, the next set. That is about the location. So if you got like a sing, it means that it's a pre-heaven, D1. If it is a yum, it's a post-heaven in D6. If it is a yang, that is post-heaven D8. Okay. Now, if you have the last one, okay, good, bad, or ordinary, then that is like the gut hong ping. So you have the gut as in positive, hong negative, and ping is sing, right? So you have those combination. Let's say we have a like the 3 result. It's a negative, a sing, and a sing. That means it's something about the past. It's a D1. It's in the D1, so something in the past, and it's like kind of a past related potential, and it's something ordinary, not good, not bad. Okay, so I kind of look into that direction when I'm trying to decode, and that will point you to a direction to think about. Like you're not so blindly looking at whatever that comes to mind, right? So if you like, okay, let's say the God say it's about something bad, and then you have ideas that come which is about something good. Well, it's wrong, right? It's not on the same pattern. So you only listen to what that direction is about, and that will keep your readings more accurate. Okay, do you get it? Back to you.
Yes, Ajahn, I know I get it. I do remember you talking about it yesterday, NetB. I was just having trouble understanding it, but now it registered. I just have to recognize the different combinations I would get and how that would be and how that would guide me along my reading. So yes, back to you.
Okay. Uh, let's go to Kai. Tia number 2, Kilo Alpha India.
Chinet number 2, Kilo Alpha India. At this moment, I don't have much to say about the lesson, especially the divination. I'm only listening at this moment. I believe I'm gonna catch on as I go, because I find it, especially now at this stage, I find it very, very, very complex to understand. Cause but I still need to understand the concept of D1 and 6. How do they influence the D8? How do they connect? Like, for example, if something is happening, I believe if something happens maybe in D6 or D1, uh, how does it eventually affect D8? Um, how will it affect, for example, I believe if someone is attacking you on D8, or something is happening, something negative or something bad is happening in whether in D6 or D1, how does it eventually affect D8 at some point? I need to understand the relationship between those. Tuned number 2, Kilo Alpha India, back to you.
Okay. Um, you can think of it this way. The D1 is like the source. It's like you have a tank of water. That's the source. D8 is the user, the end user. And D6 is like the pipes. It transferred the water to the user. So if something is bad in D1, eventually it goes through the D6 and go to the D8, and then you will see the manifestation. Manifestation is like it's kind of like you have a bad idea, but it's in your mind or even in your heart, and then you kind of think about it, and then you do it. So if someone wants to be like, if they if they have a bad thing in D1, that will lead them to, let's say, do something bad in real life, something like they will go steal money or rob a bank or something, right? Well, you got to have that seed in D1 first, and then they push you to think about it. It gives you the idea, and then eventually one day the idea just overpower you and say, "Do it." Um, I have a true story. Some people have attacked by Ye Crab or Ye Magic, and the stuff in D6 overwhelmed their soul and make them always think about the. Imagine like you cannot control your mind, and you always like the mind always think about like dirty stuff, like porn, sex, and you're always looking in the air and then think of like something sexual. Like you cannot put your mind off that thing. Okay, this is a D6 element, and it bothers your mind so much you will be like, "Nah, just go do it." And then eventually you did it and you thought it would be better, right? Because your chi have a way to come out and make that happen, that you don't feel so yipped up. But at the same time, because you did it, it will cause other problems. And eventually, if the person sending you the D6 soul chi is not stopping, right? So today you think you're fine. No, tomorrow the magic comes again, and then you want to do it again, and then you want to do it again, and eventually it's like drug. You cannot control yourself, and you keep doing it. You keep doing it because every time after you do it, you feel better, and then eventually you get addicted doing that stuff, and then you cannot stop yourself doing that stuff, right? Because the feeling, the mind keep being bothered by it. That's a D6 disturbing element, which caused your D8 to go crazy. Let's see if thing is around. Tier number 2, Delta November Golf. Okay, anyone want to check in? Check in. Okay, going back to the top, senior number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
Ticket number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha. That is so fascinating with the obsession. It comes in D6. And you're dreaming about it, and eventually you act on it. And then once you act on it, then it goes back around. You start cycling again. That is very interesting. Obsessive thoughts. How does one break out of that role? I mean, is it something? I mean, at least get trained, control your mind to where you don't get into those obsessive thought tracks or compulsive behaviors, like you just wash your hands over and over and over again, or you're constantly doing one behavior all the time, or people who do certain patterns of behavior, like they just, they have to walk to the right when they get out of the house, or left to, they do a certain kind of little pattern or something because they think that it's going to help keep them safe. Is there a way, or is there another way to train the mind, break that without being too harmful? Don't know. Vignette number 4, HA, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
Okay, first of all, there are two things. Uh, one is the chi, and one is the blood. The blood carries intention, and like it's kind of like the data. Okay, so you have the data. If the data is toxic, like the toxic blood, right, then it gives you weird, a bad idea. Like you need to smoke, you need to do bad things, right? You need to go have sex all the time, right? Bad blood comes in, it teaches you to do destructive behavior. And whatever is destructive, well, it depends. Like it basically, that thing only tells you to destroy, and how depends on what you have accumulated into your system. It's like if you never saw a car in your whole life, you don't know about car, right? The blood cannot tell you to like find a car and like, drive in it or crash. It can't because it never know about it. So if like if I never know about smoking is a thing in this world, the blood will never, like, no matter how toxic it will never tell me to smoke. You see? So what you have put into yourself is what the element that this virus can use against you. And that is also why in the five virtue we say, see no evil, hear no evil, do no evil, right? Like if think about it, if you keep looking at, seeing, watching all these things that could be used as a weapon against you, what if one day there's like a lot of toxin in the blood that is coming at you? Then it will use up those things and make you go like that. So that is why if you like watch a lot of porns, then the toxin, when it come, it make you like non-stop horny because you keep watching those stuff. That's all you got. You watch those stuff, right? Like you put in the data, then that's what the toxin will make you do, to destroy yourself, because it fit the requirement to destroy yourself. Yeah. So that is why. Okay. Now, when people are sending you like the toxin, it can be from people cursing you, sending you bad intentions and stuff like that. It can come from ye crab, it can come from ye magic, it can even come from yourself. If you treat someone nice and they come back bad, the god that you spent on the guy will come back to you, and it becomes toxin. The toxin is like what we talk about, the bad blood, right? It goes back to you and teach you to fuck yourself up. So eventually you have a lot of destructive ideas. Now, how fast or slow is that? That is the chi. The chi is the speed. It controls the speed. So if the chi is like go chi right now, then the toxin is not moving, so it's not like acting up. But when it's like water chi, it's slowly dripping into you, but it's like very annoying. Like time to time, you just add a voice or something in your mind. And then when it's like wood, then you're like a bunny, always energized with that toxin, whatever thing you want to tell you to do, always coming at you. And then when you have fire, it's like I can't hold it anymore. I need to do it. And then earth is like it's kind of like demotivating. Um, so if let's say the toxin is teaching you to go like get like do a lot of sexual things, when you have earth, it's like it kills your sexual ability, and you'll not be able to do it, and you'll be so like you will care about that and get hurt by that feeling because you can't do it. It makes you feel like you're a loser, like that. Tia number two, Charlie Hotel.
Tenet number two, Charlie Hotel Golf. Yes, Sajan, that makes a lot of sense. The the example you gave just now, they kind of remind me of when you was talking about soul traveling. Like if I soul travel because I don't have enough information, whatever I have is whatever my system or the ability is going to give me to recreate whatever I need to see. Um, yeah, it because you can only use what you have. If you don't have it, you can't use it. Like you say, if you never see a car, it can't use that against you. But yeah, that makes a lot of sense, a lot of sense. And just to recap quickly, the so there's time, location, and then there's good or bad for when you're doing the three gear DD. You div in first before you pull your card, so you can have a direction. And if you get a yum for time anyway, if you get a yum, that is the no. That is the no. If you get a yang, that is the pass. If you get a sing, that's pre heaven. I'm guessing for each section, like the time, the location, and the good or bad, they would have different sets. Well, I don't even know the word I'm trying to use, but they would have different patterns, whether it's yin or yam or sing, that will correlate to different things. Is that right so far? Back to you, Tenet number two, Charlie Hotel Golf.
I think I heard something wrong. The time, yum, negative is the past, positive is the future. Okay, sing is now. I think I heard something wrong from you, but anyway, just to clarify, um, just knowing these are not enough to know exactly what the God is trying to tell you, but it gives you a direction. Remember yesterday we talked about like there was a game, like you have like I'm playing this game with you, right? And I have a hidden message I want to tell you. Okay. So for example, I want to tell you to go shower now, right? So how do I tell you to go shower if I cannot use my mouth to say it? Well, I have to like maybe break it up. So like, oh, first, it's action, and then I have to say now or before or whatever, and then I try to act it out, right? And you have to guess based on my action, what am I trying to say? Same thing with the div. The God want to tell you something, but you cannot hear the words. So you give like these hints, right? And you're trying to sense is the God trying to point you this way or that way. So you get like a general idea and then try to narrow down and then sense what the God is trying to say. Just having these six cards with like the timing, location, good, bad, and so on, right? It's not going to tell you exactly what the God's trying to say. But after you have that in mind, like for example, it's a bad thing, right? Now when you look at the sixth line, immediately you know where the bad things are. Like, oh, there's like a yum on the third line. So something in the local D8 is bad, right? So looking at that immediately points you to think about why it's bad, what's going to be bad, and so on. And you can get more information like that. Um, so yeah, it's something that you have to try. And then when you do it, right, we do examples together, then you'll be able to really get it. So now when you look at the sixth line, you're kind of stuck into like only thinking about the sixth line, but you didn't start with a direction. Uh, so sometimes it's like trying to tell you, look at the sixth line. I want to tell you something good, like something I can help you with, right? Or it's like I want to tell you something bad, which I want to let you be aware that something bad is coming to you in a D6 or something. Or maybe the god is like, nah, I'm not saying anything good or bad. I'm just kind of like giving you overview of the day, and it's not anything good or bad, right? So that help you to pinpoint the direction for decoding or reading the sixth line. Ticket number 2, Kilo Alpha India. Ticket number 2, Kilo Alpha India.
Yes, Satan. Back to the that point you were saying about the influence that from sorry from D6, like or so you said it's coming from D6, according to my understanding too, and then D6 is like a pipe, and then eventually it gets to the D8. So I understand that perfectly. It make more sense to me. And and the thoughts, sometimes you said the thoughts are not always generated by the E crap. It can also come from you as a person who was thinking it. Um, I will assume that it's not always the negative or the bad thoughts that are generated. Come to think of, maybe the people who are bringing the great invention, like maybe they will think about it and then eventually manifest to D8. I'm talking about the positive inventions now. Could that be also possible thing? Maybe if you keep on thinking about the positive and the creative ideas. Unit number 2, Kilo Alpha India, back to you.
Okay. You keep on thinking about something, and will that become reality? Well, the quick answer is no, it will not. Um, but what you're doing is you're using the immortal chi. Like, let's say before you go to a competition and you keep thinking about yourself, like brewing up a whole movie of yourself inside winning the competition, right? That becomes the immortal chi. What happened is you're teaching your own chi to help you achieve the goal. It's not going to like magically just create the future. It doesn't work if you are not really trying to make that happen, and you don't have the element to make it happen. Then it will not happen. It's not that magical. Like it cannot just brew up something in nature without you actually having that power to do so. It's like you didn't study for a test and you visualize yourself passing the test and all that. It's not going to make you pass the test because you didn't study. You never have that information. You never did it. It will not come true no matter how hard you try. So yeah, the immortal chi is only like you're giving it a push, okay, but you still need the actual ingredient to make things happen. um Keep in mind that D6 is like your mental side, okay, the thinking mental. When we talk about D8, we can talk about the whole local system, or it could be the D8 as in like our physical action. For example, in the sixth line, we say the three lines is like teen again, right? It's like 168, right? That eight can be not about the physical action, but it can be about your heart, because the heart is considered as like the factor in the last dimension, right? Out of the three. So if, let's say, the God give you a yearn right there, it's like your heart, right? It's being empowered or it's positive. It has power. So when your heart is powerful, what happened? Well, you can do things with focus. You trust yourself and you have a good willpower. You're not going to give up, right? Like that kind of thing. So the last line doesn't always talk about like the physical. It sometimes talk about your heart. And with the heart active and with the heart powerful, you have blood to pump. You have like a strong God power, which makes it like you want to do something, you can get it done with a strong heart. Okay, last round, go to the top. To get number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
Thank you for this lesson today, Shajuan. I'm definitely going to have to go back and listen to this one more time. There's so much in it. And I have more questions. I just can't formulate it in my mind right now. But uh, I'm definitely going to pass the mic over. So, Tingette number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
Okay, pass you the mic. To get number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Yes, Adwan. I just want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to learn this stuff. Divin is definitely something that has given me a wider perspective on life and how I should not only greet the day, but have a closer level of communication with my God, because He's constantly trying to talk to me, and I just have to not be so chungish and dumb. I mean, I do feel at times like sometimes, the I don't want to get bad news, but like I say, that is a dumb mindset and very defeative. I need to have the mindset that no, whatever comes and we'll handle it. You know, like you said, if you get a if you don't like, you'll figure that out too. The hell with it, you'll get something different. And that's the best part about being in the lineage. We don't have to accept whatever life gives us. So thank you for the lesson today, and I'm giving everybody a 73.
Oh yes, you don't have to accept that. Sometimes it's like when a God gives you a tip of something bad might happen today, or I'm trying to like warn you about something, right? Oh yeah, like something is bad happening to my house, maybe. I will then do magic to protect the house. So even if it actually manifested to something bad, it's like you reduce the amount of damage, or you can even just dissolve it before it comes. So there's so many things to do, and that's why you have all that magic, right? Or else why do you do magic? You see something bad coming up, you try to do something to protect yourself. There was one time I remember it's like Hong asking me like, okay, so we have these protection magic, wellness magic, and all that kind of stuff. Do we do it every day? Like we go out and we must put on everything every day, right? When do we know we need to do protection magic? If the God is like protecting us already, like by default, why do we still need to do the extra magic on top and so on? Well, it's like, yeah, because you have sometimes like your ordinary day, right? Normal, normal time, your normal God, normal help is fine. It's enough. But because today is like, yeah, usually it's cold, but it's not that bad. You just wear a jacket. But today is like extremely cold. So you need to wear more, right? Or maybe like today is really going to rain very bad and you need to like bring something with you, right? So how do you check? The God can sometimes warn you in advance. And Well, I know the feeling of like, oh, the guy's telling me something bad today, huh? That doesn't feel good to start the day with. But think about it, because you know that now you can like, okay, so in the morning, right after my breakfast, I got a div, and the God say something bad will happen, and it's in D6, so it's like about to come. Well, I know this. I don't feel good, but hey, I know it's about, let's say, my house, or maybe myself, right? Then I put my guard up. I go seal the house, maybe write a new food for that, carry a food, and I go out. Or maybe like, okay, I really need to go out, but let me pick a gut time to go out. So I'm avoiding all the possibility of that negative stuff hitting me. By the end of the day, nothing happened. Oh, wow, nice. So I got this hint from the God, saying that, this is about to come to me, but the bullet just missed me. And I went through a day. Hey, what happened to the God that I used? Right? They finished their job, their mission. Now they come back to you and becomes the blood. And then your God get upgraded. Right? So because you are doing this every day, you have so many chances and opportunity to do magic, and then making your god useful, and you upgrade your god's power whenever you prove to them that, hey, you guys did this to protect me, it worked, right? Like you're showing them that they actually did the job, and so on, and you're building up your god power like that. Okay, our last one is Tina number 2, Kilo Alpha India.
Yes, Sajan. Tina number 2, Kilo Alpha India. You did mention the fact that you keep on saying the part that said that they get promoted, and then they become blood, and sometimes they get toxic, sometimes they get so based on your thoughts. So whenever the gods are returning to you, you have to make sure they are not toxic. I certainly, because to me, the minute I get that part, I realize that this is very, very important to grasp, because in order for the cause to be non-toxic, it have to be a positive thoughts that you have. But I keep on trying to find the positive thoughts in my mind. It's very, very hard. I don't know how would I deal with that one? Unit number 2, Kilo Alpha India, back to you.
The god you use, meaning anything you do when you put your heart into it, right? It come back as successful, that is going to like be a good blood, right? The god come back and become the good blood inside you. If the god goes out and it comes back failed, like it brings back something bad, right? Like you put your love, your heart into, let's say, into drawing a picture, and then it turns out the picture looked really bad, and you just have to throw it away. The god came back, didn't give you a good fruit, right? The fruit is bad, it makes you feel bad, and then it becomes a toxic. Now even worse is like Wing. She spent all the heart and the time and everything into the bad ex-husband, and it came back to her as like bad result. She keep getting all the bad attitude and stuff from the person she was trying to, make a good time with. And so the god is like, oh, I fail, I fail, I fail, and then becomes so toxic in her heart. And she tried to like put the heart into the ex family, and the ex family is like always bad to her. So whatever you do, it result in all that bad things that come back to you. It becomes the toxic, and the toxic will make you want to kill yourself. It makes you want to do things that is destructive to yourself. Okay, so you do a lot of stupid things, and you don't even realize that things that you're doing is actually harmful. until I pointed out. Okay, it is now 2:02 p.m. We'll end the net here. 73 to all, and we'll see you on NetB or online. This is Team Jet number 9, Yankee Uniform Echo, clear.
Team at number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha is clear.
Team Yacht number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. Team Yacht number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf, clear.